Welcome everybody to the course. I want to first thank you for joining up. There's lots of information packed here in this course. And by the time you're at the end of the course, you will have gained a very impressive skill set that you can use in your programming endeavors. Maybe you want to become an iOS developer, or you're doing this as a hobby, or you like to work with math and you just want to build some games. You're going to have plenty of info here at your fingertips. You're also going to find out from the beginning that this course is unique from other courses in that there isn't a lot of me in the course. In other words, there's not going to be any anecdotes or funny quips or any tangents or personality interjections into the course because I wanted to make it more like a reference for you to use anytime you need to. Now, I may do another Udemy course in the future which features my extraordinarily funny comedic personality, but for this course we're going to stay on target and everything is iOS and code. And an iOS course is meant to be referred to often for any material you might need while you're building your app. And so that's what we're geared here to do. That's because even the most experienced programmers, they're going to need to refer back to their documentation while coding, and they do that all the time. Either the Apple Docs or Stack Overflow or the apps that are already built, they may need some info from there. And that way they can get the proper syntax for something, or maybe we need to know which function to use in a certain way, or maybe we want to learn how to parse JSON data. So in that process, you don't want to have to sift through a lot of extraneous junk just to get to the things that you want to learn. You want a piece of code, you want to get to it. You want the syntax, you want that right away. Or you want to know how to implement something, you want it when you want it. So that's what you're getting here. You're getting the material presented to you in a reference style. That way you can grab what you need, you can scrub through the videos rather quickly and pull out the parts that you need. I also use a lot of annotations and animations in the course. That way it acts as a visual aid and it helps the mind stay focused on the particular code that I'm presenting. The first thing we do is we start the course by going through Xcode and learning about the features there. If you're up to speed with Xcode already, then go ahead and skip that section. Next up, we're going to walk through the Swift language bit by bit, and you'll really absorb that because, again, I use a lot of animations for that as well. Then we're going to head over to the Beginner's App section, and in this section, what you're going to find here is a few apps that are relatively easy to build. This is all about repetition and retention. You're going to learn how to structure your functions. You're going to start to absorb the syntax of the various Swift objects. And you're going to get a feel for the different classes that we use. And then really go ahead and experiment with these apps. Change the values in certain functions. Use different values for variables. See what happens. That's the best way to learn, by changing things around, adding your own variables or your own functions. If you get stuck on any problem or code issue, there's an active forum with lots of helpful members, and myself as well. I check into it often. So there's plenty of help all the way around. Then after the Beginner's App section, we're going to go into the Project Building section. Here, you're going to start to build the projects in a sequential manner. They're all specifically designed to teach certain parts of iOS. So you definitely want to start with Project 1 and then go to Project 2, then 3, etc. because with each project, you'll be building your knowledge step by step. More projects are being added periodically, and there are quite a few already in the works, so be on the lookout for them. And with that all said, you're going to have a very enjoyable experience here, I guarantee that. And it's like learning any other language. We do it in steps. And before you know it, you'll be creating your own unique apps in a very short time. And then, the final moment, when you submit them to the App Store, and you officially become an iOS developer. So let's get excited, and I'll see you in the course.